I am working on this steel behemoth. That's what I've named it. And it is a warship I've created. I've created it from a ship that's already in this game, Space Engineers, and just covered it in armor. Just covered it in armor. This would probably be near impossible to make in survival because of the amount of like steel it needs. Also, the weapons don't have a way to auto reload because I don't know how to do that yet. I'm still learning. So when you have to reload the weapons, you have to go on the outside of the ship, go into the reload spots, and reload them. It's hard, but it works. And it makes it so much stronger. Like, it literally, this thing is really, really strong. It takes me forever just to finish a part of it. That's probably why I've decided to call it the Steel Behemoth. Because as far as I know, you ain't gonna be hurting this thing. You can probably hit it with a round, like a big round, straight to one of the engines. But I'm hoping that eventually I'll be able to make it where you don't have to go in the outside to fix the engines. Because as far as I know, that's how it is for like most other ships. But I wouldn't know. I've never seen any others. Never gone into like a server with other people. So what I gotta hope is that that if I were to get this like in a battle, people would probably be better than me. Because I mean, this thing does have auto firing. It literally has just auto firing for days. Why not there? I guess a place like that. Anyways, so this is the Steel Behemoth. This is actually the last of many prototypes I've made. Just armoring this thing, because whenever I have to go do something, I always save it, like, super quickly, and then go and do the thing I have to do. But now, it's the weekend, which means I can freely armor this thing to insane amounts. I'm about to make it where this thing can take a hit from another like thing or faction, whatever they're called, and just doesn't care. It's gonna be so cool. Yeah, so this is difficult. Just getting it on right. Like, just getting it to work. I'm not going to the unidentified sick. What the? Why is it losing quality? My game. It hurts. That's the right one. I did not realize that. Probably why it wasn't working, because it's the right, not the left. Yeah, now that works. Now that works, which is good. Now, the biggest problem with building such a massive thing like this is you gotta test it. And if you don't save it before you test it, you're cooked. Literally. because of how it's built, it has auto firing, which means that if you wanted, if something comes near this that has guns and is actively trying to shoot it, it will just shoot it down. Literally. Now, this does have some spots that don't have armor. I don't know how to get out of the placement mode, so I'm kind of cooked. But that's gonna be fine. Then we just gotta finish armoring this thing. Now I'm leaving some window spots. Some window spots. So, anyways, I'm leaving some window spots so you can shoot and like see. It has a railgun at the very front. It has an escape pod. It has everything. It has an insane amount of guns. I should probably add more guns. Probably add one like round here. This is where the jump drive is. So I can't add one up there. Maybe. Oh, my bad. Yeah, so it has a bunch. Just like an insane amount of armoring. Now, I gotta figure out how to fix these glass pieces. And just armor them and try to armor them in general. Because as you can see right now, they're pretty weak. Because a single bullet to those, and they're gone. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna multi-piece. Basically, what that means for me is I use multiple pieces for it. So I'm gonna use it on all these other ones that are the same like type of window, and then it's gonna have the strength to ram into things also, which is really cool. And yeah, I bet that when this is done and I go to test it, it can easily take down basically anything. It even has an escape pod, which I think I already said, but it's so cool, I don't really care. It's a mini build. I think it's a mini build. Maybe it's not. I don't know, I have to check. Would like a shot go off? And it's probably fine. Right? Yeah, then we just find the right piece? The hell? What the? Why is all these paneling here just disconnected? That's weird. Really weird, because that paneling is vital for making this ship. What is happening? Why is it making these sounds? If this thing blows up on me, I'm gonna scream. Maybe crash out. Dude, I've spent so long on this thing. Then I hear like random shots go off. And I get scared out of my mind. Like, what the hell is that sound? I am officially scared. Yeah, so this is the iron behemoth. And as you can see, it's the reason that's the reason it's named that. It's because it's actually no, it's a steel. Yeah, I was gonna call it the steel behemoth. What am I talking about? Yeah, the reason it's called that, it's because it's basically just entirely made out of steel at this point. So basically what goes on here is that basically it's not unkillable, but it's close, I'd say. Just because of how powerful this thing is. What the hell? What is happening? Why are you specifically aiming up there? What is up there that you are shooting? Where's the bad guy? Yeah, so it's literally nearly unstoppable. You could hit it again and again. You will be barraged by fire from, like, shots from all the cannons on it. But if you somehow make it through all that and somehow take this thing down, you gotta probably deal with, if I ever brought this into, like, public. What the hell? What is happening? I just re-downloaded this game. What do you expect me to do? Yeah, so I gotta quickly, I'd say, finish this and save it. Actually, I have a lot of time, but this video doesn't have a lot of time. And yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I swear it's shooting. But I just can't prove it. Yeah, so it's pretty tight in here. As far as space goes, because there is no space. There's gravity, but there's a hole. What I'm gonna do is fill in the holes. What is in its way? What could possibly be in its way? What could possibly be in its way? As long as it's fully sealed. Yeah, so this controls it. But you can't see it. You can't see anything through there. What I gotta do is make a hole here. I don't know if I have glass. Let me see. To be honest, I don't know if I have glass. It's a bed. Exhaust pipes. Where's the glass? I just want to see without having to risk my life. Finally, windows. Now, just to make it safer, I'm gonna place multi-layered windows. There. Now, I want to put a grate on the window. But I can't do that. So what I'm gonna have to do is do this. It's gonna make your vision worse, but it's gonna provide some armor. I feel like it says shooting at something, but I just can't prove it yet. Like a meteor storm or something? What are you aiming at? Yeah, so there was a bad guy here earlier, whatever they're called. I don't see him. So I might be in danger. Nah. What the hell is happening? The steel behemoth is doing really good. I don't want anything to happen to it. If like a meteorite somehow got past my defenses and hit it, what the hell? Like, actually, what the hell? I don't even know how anything would hit this in the first place. It's covered in armor. Literally covered. It is high-tech stuff too, so my question is, how would you damage it enough to make a difference? Oh, yeah, so I forgot what it was like inside the ship. So I'll actually go in there and check it out. Yeah, so I gotta make sure no corner is left unarmored. There's probably gonna be a lot of corners, but like, who cares? This thing doesn't need armor on every single spot. Now, I forgot how to save blueprints. So I think I'll just have to wing it in that way, but like, yeah, also something really cool. I put an escape pod. Probably already said that, but who cares? I sure don't. As long as this video gets views, I just want people to like my content, but other than that, what the fuck? I hear shots being fired. I hear a machine gun. Anyways. How do I, how do I stop building? Oh, that's how, okay. Magic. Magic. Yeah, so here's my escape pod. This is all that it is. And I just break these blocks when I'm ready, and I shoot out the front like a missile. I can't control it, but it just goes straight. Not very durable, but it works. Well. Now these walls are incredibly armored. Now, if I head inside, it's kind of dark in here. Now there is oxygen in here. Now there is a lot of stuff in here like these. Bare windows. Gotta fix that. And these lead to the engines. Can't see it, but we're in the engine right now. That's cool. So if we head back in here and go to here, this is where we fly it. Now, it seems that there is a piece that has fallen off. Now, you might be wondering, what do we do about that? Well, we head out. And see what fell off. It appears nothing. But it could be something inside. Could be. But we have to finish a bit of the armor, then save it. Then we will have the true iron steel behemoth. And it will be done, not done, but nearly complete. Probably be wondering what's not done about it. It's not strong enough. Armor, it's good. It still has some weak spots, but it's good. But everything else, like the guns, there's not enough auto guns to protect it. So that's not good. And other than that, this is the most powerful ship I've ever built. Ever built. In all my time of playing this game, which is not that long, this is the best and most powerful ship I've ever built. It is basically unstoppable. I know I've already said that, but look. There's something moving around up front. There's actually multiple things. I gotta go check it to see what those are. It's a green thing. What disconnected? Probably also this is just empty space because of this, but what happened? What piece fell off that is now stuck inside? These ones? No. I'm hearing things again. Anyways, so what? Like, what fell off in here? Oh. Alright, that's probably what happened. But now look at this. If we go up here, carefully in here, you also fell off. Of course that fell off. Now I gotta find another. What the hell? My cats are going crazy. Alright, control. The biggest problem is these. For some reason, I still have control. So, yeah, this is all the parts that can be turned on and off in this entire ship. And I'm looking for the railgun. Now, you barely see anything. But if you aim at something. Now, there's probably a couple too many windows. Wait, let me get out real quick and fix the window problem. Can't really see anything. Now, just that you can barely see. But you can see better. Okay, so now here's what you do. You aim at your target, then you fire. Now you go see what happened. Your cool maneuvering skills. Now you go over to the blue ship, because this will be our target for now. God damn. It's cool. Where's the damage? Hey, that's actually not much. Not much damage. I mean, unless you count the hole that's been pierced through it. Luckily, it didn't hit the warfare engine. Anyways, we gotta start heading back to our ship, which luckily didn't hit this thing. Now, this is not what it was based off of. It was based off of another ship. A better one. Still red, but better one. And I gave it AI defensive, which I somehow figured out. And now it defends itself, and it can be used to carry people. It can be used to carry basically anything. As long as it can basically move on its own. Now, you're probably wondering, should I put more escape pods? Yes. Will the escape pods look good? No. Should I put escape pods? Probably said that already, but yes. We already have an escape pod, but it's not enough. What if there's a high-class person on board, and I have to protect him from the unidentified signal that we were accidentally passing by when we jumped? Where is he gonna sit? It's 2 other command pods up by the front there. That work. They move it, but they also work, so we could just tell them not to move it. But other than that, this is the steel Behemoth. Now I gotta get in and save it. So it doesn't, if my game crashes, it doesn't make me lose all my godforsaken progress. Hopefully I got these airlocks. Okay, here we are. And we go down. Now, where is this? Oh, that's outside the ship. Did not realize that. Yeah, so the control area is in the middle of the ship. Fire. Now, there's also... Beep. Out of weapon range. How about now? How close do we have to be? What? Did it run out of charges? Anyways, I gotta save this. Can I? Maybe I can't when I'm in the ship. Maybe I actually can. I definitely hit that. Definitely. Open blueprints screen. Now I have all these blueprints. All these blueprints. We have the hole breaker. I can't spell, so it's hole breaker, but yeah. Okay, so we gotta go to on one. Also, that's the right one. Blueprint actions. Create blueprint. It's gonna lag. It's gonna lag. Trust the process. It's gonna lag a bit. And then we're in. Now, it's Warship 6. I'm gonna rename it to how do you know how to spell that? You know what? I'm just gonna spell what's another cool name or like something big that's made out of something? The Steel John. No, you know what? I'm just gonna see how to spell it. There. Now we gotta capitalize them. Okay. Now that's a cool thing. That's a cool thing. We have all these cool ships. All these ships I've made. Then the Steel Behemoth. That is cool. That will be all for today, folks. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications whenever I upload a new video.